Entertainment Schmig.
They announced that Kanye West was going to be doing something at the VMAs, and he had 4 minutes. And so everybody was excited, like, what's it going to be? What is it going to be? It's going to be crazy. It was just really him going out on stage and saying like a bunch and rambling and talked about Beyonce and talked about Taylor Swift.
Later tonight, Famous might lose to Beyonce, but I can't be mad. I'm always wishing for Beyonce to win, so, like, people come to me like, man, that's right, tell Taylor that. Bro, like, I love all y'all.
I have heard enough of this guy. I don't want to give him any more airtime.
All right.
You know how I felt about him for years? Mm-hmm. Even when Jenna argued with me. Remember that?
Yes.
Remember how mad she got with me when he said, okay.
Yes. He also talked about his role models, and his role models include himself.
That's good TV.
He said there's less than 10 that I can name in history. Truman, Ford, Hughes, Disney, Jobs, West.
Wow. Maybe Jerry West. He used to play with the Lakers.
And then the whole reason for him getting up there was to introduce the video for his song Fade, which is mostly...
It's about his career.
Which is mostly the singer that I've never heard of and a Cleveland Cavaliers basketball player dancing in a gym, then her in a shower with the guy, then 2 of them naked in the gym, then they have a baby, and they're surrounded by sheep.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I had that dream the other night.
But the big story last night, everybody was talking about Britney Spears' return. It was lip-synced. A lot of people were saying it was a low of the show. Rihanna getting the Video Vanguard Award, and she performed throughout the show 4 different songs, and they said she kind of phoned it in until the last performance. But Beyonce, she performed for 16 minutes, and they said that her performance was unbelievable. Every list I've seen of highs and lows, it's just each Beyonce song. Hi, Beyonce sings this.
Hi.
Yeah, hi,
Yeah,
Beyonce sings this. Wow. And she did end up winning Best Video of the Year for Formation. That gives her 22 VMAs. She knocked out Madonna for the most VMAs ever won.
She deserves it. She's really talented.
Yeah.
I always wondered about Britney Spears, the whole lip sync thing. When she was doing the promo with James Corden before she went on and did Carpool Karaoke, she wouldn't sing. And it made me think that the reason she wouldn't sing is maybe she's auto-tuned, or they sweeten her up in the studio a little bit. She eventually did sing, but I don't, you could hear him way more than
I haven't watched that yet. It must have come out when I was gone last week.
Yes, it did.
All right, so Calvin Harris won last night for Best Male Video for the song This Is What You Came For. Now, this is the one that Taylor Swift, it was revealed earlier this year, she co-wrote with him. And he wasn't there. He was doing a show in England. And he said, first, I'm sorry I can't be there, but I need to thank Rihanna from the bottom of my heart. You're a superstar. Every time we work together, you bring something magical. He also thanked the director of the video and everyone who's watched the video and supported the song, but no mention of Taylor Swift. I would think if she co-wrote it.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's silly. And it's a story, and
That's
we're
what
talking about
breakups
it.
will do.
I know, it's just sad. Mariah Carey's sister, her name's Allison.
She's
55 years old, and she was arrested for prostitution in New York. She was caught on Friday with an undercover cop. Police say she'd been advertising her services online for about a week, but she's HIV positive. So they're warning anyone that's been with her to get checked out. And one of her ads featured some of Mariah Carey's fantasy lyrics in them. It's such a sweet, sweet fantasy, baby. That's what she says in her. And then earlier this year, she made...
Kind of ruined that song for me.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, she made a video begging Mariah for help.
Mariah, I love you, and I desperately need your help. Please don't abandon me like this.
I have difficulty with... And by the way, I do believe that Mariah Carey has come to the aid of her sister more than once.
Her people said that Mariah's already spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to help Allison and her kids out.
Not a fan of that whole, don't leave me, I'm desperate.
Yeah, it's not fair. Go make your
fair.
own way in the world.
Right.
It's not Mariah's job to take care of her.
Yeah, and that makes the guilt thing is awful.
All right, in theaters this weekend, low-budget horror film Don't Breathe, surprise winner at the box office. It only cost $10 million to make. It made $26.1 million to open it at
Nice.
number one. I have a feeling there'll be a Don't Breathe 2. Suicide Squad finally fell to number 2. And the other new movie, you were excited to see this. It did not do well. Mechanic Resurrection, number 5, $7.5 million.
I can't believe it. Jason Statham is back, ladies and gentlemen. He's a hitman that is called out of retirement. When does that happen?
And Reese Witherspoon did a little Facebook Live chat, and she said that a lot of people always ask her about Legally Blonde and if she'll ever do another movie.
Great movie.
She said they're thinking about it. She
Really?
always wanted to do one where Elle Woods is a Supreme Court justice.
Hey, you know what?
She said she'd also be into making a Sweet Home Alabama too. It's a very cute movie.
It's a good movie.
And then Charles Osgood. He's been on
CBS.
CBS Sunday morning, yeah.
That's Kevin's show every Sunday. 22 years. He announces retirement at the end of September.
Only 22 years.
Only 22 years. Yeah, doesn't it seem like he's been on it for years?
Yeah.
But he'll still be around, but he's said the time has come. He's been at CBS for 50, but been the host of that show for 22 years. All right, that's Entertainment Schmig. More Schmig online at y98.com and later at 8:40.
Phillips and Company on Y98.